If you spit on us, you're going to the hospital and in jail. If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail, and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs that we have here. If you throw a brick, one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains.
I'm just enjoying my coffee thinking about this day because we've been waiting on this a long time. You know, my grandfather, his father, hell, even his father, they all fought in war for this place. It's cool. Y'all are fighting for what you think is right. We fought for it. Y'all fight for it. But y'all ain't gonna win. See, we established this place a long time ago. And for hundreds of years, it's been ours. What y'all are doing is invading our soil. We have every right to send you to your maker. So if y'all think on that date you're gonna come and riot over here in front of my house, you ever heard of stand your ground law? We won't be shooting beanbags.
What the was that? What was that?
Hey my people, it's Gracie here once again, welcoming you back to the channel. I do hope that from wherever you my lovelies are watching this from, you are doing alright, you are staying safe, and God has protected you and preserved you very well. I do appreciate all of you that continuously give support to me on here, genuinely and from my heart. You all are highly appreciated. My people that are generous, that give me super thanks and super chats, thank you so very much. Big shout out to my members. Yes, you guys are amazing. You always choose it at Gracie's. You support me through the membership program, and the door is always open to those that want to support through that as well. And as usual and as always, we are back with another interesting episode to look at today. Today we're going to be going to Florida, the state of Florida, and there is a sheriff that went viral for declaring that he is going to allow his department to use deadly force, including people, especially if they throw back the canisters that have been thrown into the the gatherings, right? And if anybody throws a brick or tries to use any force on the security people, they are not going to be afraid to and then your family will reach out and they will inform them where they have put your remains. Oh my goodness. Just like you've seen, it went quite viral. It sparked a lot of, reactions from the people, and we're going to look at his video and then the reactions will come back and talk about it. Do me a favor, like the video, share it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think about this.
If you spit on us, you're going to the hospital and in jail. If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail, and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs that we have here. If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at, because we will kill graveyard dead. We're not going to play. This has got to stop. You're watching what's taking place out there. You're seeing police officers that are being attacked, being spit on, being put in harm's way just for doing their jobs. You're seeing ICE agents that are being targeted for doing their jobs. And you're seeing obstructionists that are doing all of this, standing in the way of law and order.
As you've heard, those are his words. But guys, as I was planning and trying to do research on this very topic and the incidences, let's not forget protests are happening today and millions are gathering. But I happened to land on another clip of another palm-colored person that said they've been waiting for a day like this to do the unspeakable. So again, it's for information and educational purposes only. Let's look at his clip as well, and then we'll look at more reactions.
I'm just enjoying my coffee thinking about this day because we've been waiting on this a long time. You know, my grandfather, his father, hell, even his father, they all fought for this place. It's cool. Y'all are fighting for what you think is right. We fought for it. Y'all fight for it. But y'all ain't gonna win. See, we established this place a long time ago, and for hundreds of years it's been ours. What y'all are doing is invading our soil. We have every right to send you to your maker. So if y'all think on that date you're gonna come and riot over here in front of my house, you ever heard of stand your ground law? We won't be shooting beanbags.
What was that? What was that? Just on a literal sense, you realize if you go out and do anything to anybody, this video then becomes evidence, right? And I'm making sure that it becomes evidence by tagging you in it. That way, whoever you harmed, all they got to do is look at your social media and see, oh, this motherfucker got to hurt these people. That's a literal sense. In a figurative sense, you used an awful lot of we. You didn't build it. You didn't establish a fucking thing. I don't remember seeing your face in any of them paintings with Washington and Jefferson and Benjamin Franklin. I don't remember seeing your face. Oh, there's Washington, Jefferson, Samuel Adams. Oh, look, it's Patriot Bond, Patriot fuckboy. I don't remember seeing you do that. The fuck established. My grandfather and his grandfather and you didn't. Did you fight? Did you? I don't remember hearing about you storming the beaches of Normandy. I don't remember hearing you at Quezon. Were you at the 36th parallel between North Korea and South Korea in the 50s? I don't remember hearing about you. The fuck are you talking about? Boy, you patriot people are the lamest mothers on the planet. Y'all are that cousin that continually sticks his finger in his boot, sniffs it. The only reason we have to hang out with y'all is because your mama and our mama are sisters. Free cum, patriot. And I don't like talking to him, man. Every time I take him someplace, he always want to go to be violent and sniff his own neck. Here you come. Patriot man! Be been ready! It is Father's Day weekend. Do you put this much motherfucking passion into raising some kids? Your own, some stepkids, a couple of kids in the neighborhood, anything? And I don't mean, hey, Timmy, you look at you walking now. I'm gonna take you out in the woods so you can Bambi's mommy's out. I don't mean that. I mean, do you take, hey kid, let me teach you how to tie your shoes. Hey kid, let's learn how to read. Hey, poop on the potty, yay! Nope. I bet you got a whole arsenal. Like you gonna take down the federal government that has a predator drone that the mother that operates it can be in his fucking drawers and put your life out of existence. It can snap yours from their bedroom. Do you put this much patriot man passion into loving your wife? You know, hey, I love you. Great ass. Probably not. You ain't riding out front of my house. Who would have come to your house? Hey, I know we all protesting and everything, but let's go to Patriot Boy's house. We can go to his house. We can protest in front of his. States don't vote. I don't give a fuck red you put on a state. The state don't vote. Everybody in the state ain't living and thinking like you are, Patriot Bond Patriot fuck boy. Ain't nobody thinking like that. Patriots Unite, it's our weekend. It's Father's Day weekend. You understand, if you don't do any violence whatsoever, then your life is like worthless. Now that you done sat here, I got my coffee. Hold on, let me get my coffee. It's so great coffee. I can't wait to Patriot Man with my coffee and an AR-15 booty cheeks. If you don't bust a grape in a fruit fight this weekend, your life is completely a failure. Because you sat your dumb ass here and made this fucking video, and if nothing happens, then what the fuck you make the video for? 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. States don't vote. Nobody gives a fuck red state. Because there's blue people in those red states. There's blue cities in those red states. There's blue counties in those red states. And there are a lot of people that look just like you that don't believe in a mother thing that you're acting about. They don't. They genuinely don't believe it at all. In fact, they're embarrassed that your ass has the same lack of melanin. What the with you violent fuckers? We established this long ago. You didn't establish a mother. You were the product of two hardworking people who had vigorous to create your ass. You established a place in mom's womb. That's it. And your life obviously must be worthless because you're making these dumb. Real gangsters move in silence. Ever heard of that? I have yet to hear anybody who does real violence be on a goddamn video. There's some people that do violence and still brag about it and they get arrested by the goddamn police. You about a simple mind Simon motherfucker, ain't you? Do us a favor. This weekend, if you have children, go be a fucking dad. Go be Pop. Go be Paul. Go be Dad. Stop worrying about whether or not a bunch of motherfuckers are using their First Amendment rights to free assembly and free speech. Because guess what, Jack McGee? While you're over here establishing shit, there was something called the First Amendment established. That means whether you like it or don't like it, anybody that goes out on them streets this weekend, it's their right to do so. And I don't give a fucking Patriot fuckboy or the President of the United States. You see, that's what I served for. The right for people to protest. I don't have to agree with it, but they have a right to do so. You out here talking about, you ready for everything except being a fucking grown adult in a world, in a country filled with diversity. I bet you if I said DEI right now, you'd run away from this fuck. Simple sounds, mother.
If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at, because we will crave your dead.
You know, when I was in the war zone, I've had many things thrown at me. Bricks, saw blades, Molotov cocktails, rocks, and not a single time Not a single time did we shoot into the crowd. We were specifically told that we do not kill unarmed civilians in Iraq, in a war zone. And every single one of you veterans that have been in Iraq or Afghanistan, you know. So why is this sheriff telling the public that if American citizens throw rocks at his officers, that they are going to shoot them dead? Why is he doing that in Iraq when we didn't even do that in a fucking war zone? Tell me. Every single one of you veterans, you fuck know. And let me remind you that at these protests, it is going to be your cousins, your nieces, your nephews, your aunts, your uncles, your friends, their children, and this mother is telling his police officers to shoot into the crowd if somebody throws a rock. Tell me again how this is not authoritarianism. Tell me. I would love to know. Now, I need to be careful what I say on this app, because I assure you, if that happens, people are going to regret it. People are absolutely going to regret it. This is not what we stand for. It is not. It is absolutely not. And if you think that it is, then you are a king traitor. And I have never said that on this app, ever. I do not use that word lightly. If you think shooting civilians for throwing rocks at law enforcement is an acceptable action, then you are an absolute king traitor. To that sheriff, that fucker's a liability. He is an absolute liability. Be disciplined, love your country, and quit being a fucking dumbass.
Protest in his county on Saturday. They have the right to queue and notify your family.
Dear Republicans and other people on the ultra-right who think that murdering people for protesting is a good thing. Stop it. Just stop. Because one good turn deserves another, and Republicans won't always be in office. Statistically, it would be impossible for that to happen unless you guys are cheating. So, if you don't want that done to you, I highly suggest you stop threatening to do it to people just because you don't agree with them. Bye!
You would notify your...
So this means that protest needs to happen in a different way. Maybe they want to control the streets and be cowboys and judge and jury and executioner, but history has shown that the best way to protest is to hit people in their pockets. So maybe instead of hitting the streets, hit those pockets. Start boycotting everything by not putting your money there, not spending your money there. Wherever there is, we just stop doing it. We bankrupt these people. It has proven throughout history that that's the best way to get folks' attention. There's no need in going out there and risking your lives. It really isn't. This bully is coming on national TV, basically saying in his county, you go outside, you block a road, you getting run down, or you getting shot, or you getting taken to jail, or you getting all of the above. But one way or the other, you ain't gonna be in our streets. So don't go out there. It ain't worth losing your life over. It's not, when there are other means nowadays. You know, back in the day, we had to be in the street. Now we got social media. We have access to so much at our fingertips. And I think, let's just hit them in their pockets.
We also have a policy that if you're driving on one of those streets and a mob comes and surrounds your vehicle and
that you're gonna do what, motherfucker? Y'all can read it. Y'all can go look at the rest of that, because essentially he said, if you protest and you are in the way of a vehicle, that person has the right to run you over. Well, I'm gonna tell you, like Tatiana Ali's character in Tyler Perry movie Straw said, bet. Because if I was at a protest and you hit somebody with your vehicle, you better leave the area as fast as you can, because I will get a bunch of people and we will track your ass. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Karma will be instant. You will get fucked. Try that shit you want to. The phone.
And so if you drive off and you hit one of these people, that's their fault for impinging on you.
He said they got the right to kill a person? That is not biblical, honey. I thought these people were supposed to be following the Bible. Obviously not. It is obviously that these people, including these cops, are in a cult. Including the Satan. I say what I said. I tell you, these people, I tell you, they swear. Oh, but did they forget that God is watching? They forgot. Ding dong. You know what I mean? Dingling. I tell you. I mean, God is watching. He hear everything you say, by the way. You know, words are powerful. So, you know, also, you reap what you sow, that turnaround is in that season is coming back to y'all. So, hello, say what you say. Guess what? You reap what you sow.
A Florida sheriff warned that if there were protests in his county on Saturday, they have the right to.
That's on brand for Brevard County, and actually most of the counties in Florida, they're all sundown counties, if you know what I mean. Yeah, they don't chase down pedos, or their own police force for that matter. But yeah, okay, threaten civilians. They know we're just going to be protesting peacefully. They're just looking for a reason to start violence like they always freaking do. We've all seen the videos of the cops breaking their own cars, setting things on fire, stomping people into the curb without provocation, shooting reporters and bystanders and peaceful protesters point blank without any violence. They're a bunch of liars. And if you believe what's going on, you're a bootlicker and you have no frontal lobe development. So good luck with that third grade education. Be safe out there. Protest is our First Amendment right. Our Constitution is still a thing, even if you don't think it is. Due process for every person on American soil, not just citizens. Read the Constitution. Oh, yeah, that third grade comprehension level. I forgot. My bad. Leaf blowers. Changes the air quality. American flags, y'all. They're trying to paint us as terrorists against our own country. No. Don't start violence. If you have an instigator, draw their attention to them, record them, make them famous, make them uncomfortable. Be safe, guys.
A Florida sheriff warned that if there are protests in his county on Saturday, they have the right to queue and notify your family of where to collect your remains. He also said that they will send their dogs to bite you.
Block an intersection or a roadway in Brevard County, you are going to jail. If you flee arrest, you're going to go to jail tight because we're going to run you down and put you in jail. If you try to mob rule a car in Brevard County, gathering around it, refusing to let the driver leave, in our county, you're most likely going to get run over and dragged across the street. If you spit on us, you're going to the hospital and in jail. If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs that we have here. If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at, because we will.
There are mass protests planned for the 14th, which is the same day as Trump's birthday military parade. And some states are allowing protests to happen, but some places like Florida are now saying you cannot protest here, which is part of your First Amendment right to the right to assemble. And Governor DeSantis also said that anybody that hits a protester with their car, they won't go to jail for that because that's now considered self-defense.
And we also have a policy that if you're driving on one of those streets and a mob comes and surrounds your vehicle and threatens you, you have a right to flee for your safety. And so if you drive off and you hit one of these people, that's their fault for impinging on you.
Seems to be the place that all of the crazy racists that have had to operate in kind and status quo are now coming out of the woodworks. And if our leader is crazy, why would they keep anything under wraps? Everyone in Florida that is planning to protest on Saturday, please stay safe. Your governor does not care about your First Amendment rights, and I don't know what will occur there. The sheriff warned that if there are protests in his county on Saturday, they have the right to kill you.
Again, those tactics, they seem really familiar. Where have I seen those before?
Warned that if there are protests in his county on Saturday, they have the right to kill.
I just saw this gentleman's post come across my For You page. Please go and look at it. This is why I'm saying that it is not safe to come to the United States right now. But more importantly, this right here is why we're staying at home. Okay? Watch this young man's post. This shit is unreal.
My first instinct on here is to always remind you to be safe. It's very, very important. Do not put yourself in situations because you have been warned. You are dealing with people, well, should we say they are bloodthirsty? Should we say it is in their nature to not be remorseful when they take a life, right? And now that the people that they want to take so bad are seated home, right? The anger is on. If the anger was like here, right? Now it's here. You all have gone to a point of no return. And so you're dealing with people that thought the normal group that always come to fight for others will always come out. And this time, it is the opposite. Thank the Most High. I love you, my people. Thank you so very much for hearkening to the unspoken commands of the Spirit and for listening to your people that are telling you, you know what, sit this out. If you want to help, use your voice, that's going to be okay. But do not step out, right? Thank God, all right? That does not mean that you are not the target. You know And literally, now that they can't get one of you, at least they will target the black truck drivers. They will target the black young boys and girls and kidnap them, and then you find them. You know, YouTube is doing me dirty. I promise you guys, YouTube is really, really doing me dirty. But you get the message, don't you? Yes. But yeah, they are still doing this, right? Because this is a season, right? It's like a full moon for them to be able to do exactly what they've always wanted to do. You know, in history, everything was stopped. Theoretically, practically, what is on the ground is literally the opposite of what is in the books. And so, if they are still targeting and looking for you at your workplaces and, call you slurs and not just that, and they take you out, think about it. If you were to go out there, and what would happen? That's why I say thank the Most High that there is quite a level of unity and synchronicity that happens, that all our people are, literally taking this message in. We have a lot of them that are using their voices. Let's not forget they're also being censored on the internet, isn't it? Yes. So you, people of color, these are the kind of people that you are dealing with, that they have been hungry and so thirsty for this, and they did not get what they want. At least the closest thing that will quench their thirst is you. So you have to be very, very extremely careful, and please be safe. Because again, this channel, I keep saying it, we don't get excited to see you going through this, right? No. In fact, if there's anybody that never wanted this to happen to you, it's black people. They voted for you. Contrary to you, you voted against yourself and also against black people, right? I must say though, he said this like on the 12th. This is a tactic to keep you intimidated and afraid so that you don't go in the streets. Protesting is not against the law in the United States of America. That's your First Amendment. You have every right to use it. You have every right to use your voice. Now, I'm not here trying to condone violence, right? But this guy said that if you throw back the canister that has been thrown to you, that they will get you, right? Meanwhile, in Kenya, here in East Africa, if you have seen the protests that have been happening, yeah, those Gen Z wolves, lions and lionesses, throw it to them. They're giving it back to you. I'm not here trying to condone this, right? But they will give it back to you. These people exert quite a lot of pressure on the people, and they don't expect any backlash or you to fight back. Submit and allow yourself to inhale all of this or run away, retreat, take off. So that's why I say this is a tactic to frighten you. But yet, if you do not fight for your community, nobody is going to fight for your community. I promise you on that. Nobody. Everybody's going to try to crucify you. And I'm saying this because most of the people that they are targeting, of course, they're taking the immigrants that are illegal, right? But even the legal ones, even Americans are being a target on here. Americans come from travels and all of that, and they are held by ICE on the airport, and they are Americans. You're dealing with people that are asking to see your phone, and what? Hey, no privacy at all, right? So these are the kind of people that you're dealing with. So the target has always not been just you, but everybody else that does not agree with you. That's why they are using these tactics. And let's not forget, guys, him coming out and saying what he's saying, he's not saying it because, he's seeing the violence and everything that has been happening. The fact that you feel this way and you're saying this means you have been doing this, and this is how you have felt about everybody else. Let's not forget Florida and specifically this state, there is stuff that they are banning, literally, right? I'm not saying that they are right. Meanwhile, they are not banning the laws that limit the usage of pews. And also, let's not forget, it's down low, a sundown state. So, they are going to apply all of this. I think you should go ready if you are going to go out there. These people have told you what they are about to do to you, and don't think they are lying. One of the things palm-colored people might be very honest about is how they feel about you. If they are to be honest, they will always be honest about how they feel about you and what they will do to you. And trust you me, right? Each and everything that they say, they mean it and they will do it. If you want to watch the live example and evidence, watch the man that is in office. He said each and everything that is being done to you right now, he will do it. And he did it, and he's still doing it. There's nothing that he said that he will do, that he has not done, that he's not planning to do. So if they say they will cut, right? I promise they will act on it. So move with caution. You, my queens and kings, stay indoors. Yeah. Use your voice if you want to use it. That's very okay. If you don't want to use it, you don't owe nobody. Nobody. Nothing. Okay? You don't owe nobody nothing. When someone asks you to do something for them, you have a choice to say yes or no. And you shouldn't feel bad about that, especially if you're considerate of the circumstances of you saying yes to this. And in this case, we know the circumstances. So let's not provoke it. All right? For you, people of color, this fight is tough. And it's so sad to see you guys going through this. But unfortunately, this has to continue happening for the next 3 years. That's if he doesn't choose to come back as a dictator. Anywho, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I think from me for today, that's it. I love all of you. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share it. But I think I'll see you in another amazing video. Stay safe out there. And may God protect all of you. May God protect all of you. And please, if you can protect your own, make sure you do. Until then, my name is Gracie, and I do love all of you. Yes, bye-bye.